Hello. Thank you for joining us for the teacher training for GoPad Secure. My name is Pamela Dixon, and today I'm going to walk you through the GoPad app for iPad and its practical uses inside your classroom. Your school administration will use the GoPad web portal to initially upload the students in your classroom, assign teachers to each classroom, and invite parents to log into the parent portal so that they can enter emergency contact, medical, and caregiver information for their child. Once your school or program has registered for GoPad Secure, you will receive a username and password that will allow you to log into your classroom on any iPad that has the GoPad app installed. Okay, let's get started. When you click on the GoPad icon on your iPad, the app opens up and you are brought to the sign-in page. Here, you enter your username, which is your email address, and then your password. A temporary password will be assigned to get you started, but your administrator can change your password later if need be. Your classroom will open up on the GoPad app. We suggest you lock the app into the horizontal or landscaped setting for the most effective use. The iPad orientation is found in the General settings on the iPad. Here at the top, you see the name of the school and your name with today's date. Only your classroom will appear when you use your credentials to log in. You can see that at the top of the display, there is a dashboard that gives the total number of students in your class, and then the number of children you have checked in for the day, the number of children who have been dismissed from your classroom on that particular day, and the number of children who have been reported absent and entered by you or another user in the GoPad app. Below the dashboard, you will see the names of all the children in your class, alphabetically by first name, each child's photograph, their primary emergency contact number, and their status, in, out, or absent. Let's spend a moment looking at the specific information you have for each student before we review how to use GoPad for attendance. If you touch or click on the name of one of the students, let's click on Carter Thorpe here. You will see the individual child's biographical page. The information on this biographical page, name, date of birth, and other pedigree information will have been provided by the child's parent via the GoPad parent portal or uploaded by your school or program administrator. The classroom and whether or not the child is participating in after-school or extended day will have been assigned by your administrator. As the classroom teacher, you also have the ability to edit pedigree and contact information by clicking on Edit in the top right-hand corner of the page. You may choose to use this feature if, for example, a parent informs you that a child has been diagnosed with a new allergy, or if a parent has a new telephone number. To save information that you edit, be sure to click Done in the top right-hand corner of the page. Keep in mind that there must be an internet connection to save these updates. All caregivers or family members who pick up the child on a regular basis should be entered into the system. This is best done by the parents, who can add babysitters, friends, and family members via the parent portal. Information updated by parents at home will immediately be updated on the iPad app upon the following sign-in the next day. Having an up-to-date list of caregivers ensures that each child is released to the correct adult. I will review this procedure in just a moment. As the classroom teacher, you have the ability to enter a new caregiver by clicking Other. This feature can be used when a teacher has been informed that someone other than a regular caregiver will collect the child. It is recommended that this is done every time a child is collected by someone other than those caregivers already on their list. For security and liability reasons, as well as compliance with state and local licensing requirements, you will be required to enter the first name, the last name, and pedigree information of the person collecting the child. You will also be asked to enter their preferred mode of communication, email, text, or both. At the bottom of the caregiver entry, there are two toggles. These toggles also appear on the biographical page of each parent. Opt for arrival and dismissal notification, and opt for all school updates. By default, all parents will receive school updates. However, if perhaps a grandparent would also like to receive these updates, they can elect to receive them. For a new caregiver, the default setting is off. You can take a photograph of the caregiver at the time they collect the child. This is again a safety feature to protect you and your student, and to keep a record of caregivers who may not be familiar to you. To do this, click the blue camera icon at the top of the Add Caregiver page and use your iPad as camera. Using the Parent Portal, parents can also upload photographs of themselves, other caregivers, and their children. Saving photos does require internet connection at the time of uploading. When you edit or create any biographical page, be sure to tap Update or Done here in the top right-hand corner to ensure that your work is saved on the GoPad. Returning to the student biographical page, emergency contact numbers are listed here with telephone number and email. The person that parents have selected to be the first call is indicated with a star. This starred contact is the person who appears next to the child's name on your main classroom dashboard. Each child's profile also contains medical information and alerts, as well as the child's pediatrician name, address, and telephone number, as well as email. Finally, there is a notes section for additional emergency information that parents would like you to have. Okay, now let's review how to check in your students for the day. Note that at the beginning of the day, on the classroom display, each child has no status. No status is indicated by a double dash. A child with no status is not in or reported absent. To check a child into school, you simply place your finger on the child's name and slide your finger to the right. A green bar will follow your finger until the child is now checked in. The time of this check-in will be recorded, and if parents have opted for text or email, they will be notified that their child is now checked into school. If you accidentally check a child into school and wish to undo this action, swipe your finger left on the child's name bar. Two words will appear, Undo and Check Out. To undo, tap the black Undo button. If you receive a message from a parent or caregiver that a child will be absent that day, again place your finger on the child's name and slide it to the left. A gray bar will appear with the word Absent. Once you have made the child absent, a window will appear that will allow you to give detail of the absence. You will now need to confirm who reported the child absent, the reason for the absence, and also there is a box for additional comments. There are two reasons why this information is critical. First, many state and local licensing bodies require schools and early childhood programs to report certain communicable diseases. By entering this information, your administration can track and report the incidence of illness in your program. Second, the GoPad system sends an email to your administration each day 1 hour into the start of the program. This email gives administrators a list of all children who still have no status that day. Many licensing bodies require programs to call the home of children who have not come to school or been reported absent. As you check in children or report them absent, you will see the numbers changing on the dashboard simultaneous to your action. Your administration will also see the numbers reflected on their all-school dashboard in real time as you check children in and out of your classroom. During the school day, you may leave campus to go to a sports field or on a field trip. One of the most important features of the GoPad is that it eliminates the need for heavy binders of student information that are often out of date. All of your student information is on the GoPad, and it is saved locally, even if internet connection is lost. That means you don't need Wi-Fi to access emergency information when you are off campus. In the event that you are off campus or lose internet connection, your check-ins and outs will be saved on your GoPad and synced when you return to the school or regain internet connection. At the end of the day, the GoPad will assist you in dismissing your students, capturing critical information, and ensuring that your students are safely returned to an approved caregiver. To dismiss a child, again, place your finger on the child's name and slide to the left. A red bar will appear, and then a checkout window will pop up, requiring you to identify who is collecting the child, or if the adult is a new caregiver, requiring you to enter the information as we reviewed a few minutes ago. The adult then signs the signature box, and you can click Check Out. The signature, caregiver name, and time are all recorded and kept for the school files. Okay, so that is check-in and out on the Classroom GoPad. I'd like to review a few additional features now. Below My Classroom, here on the left, is the log. The log gives a chronological record of every action you have taken that day. The log also gives you a 90-day history for searching absences or times of arrival and dismissal. You can use this search feature by pressing the filter at the top right-hand corner. Because the GoPad is also a security tool, your Classroom iPad has two features that will assist you in an emergency situation. Your administrator can activate an alarm on your GoPad during both an evacuation and a lockdown. If he or she activates this alarm, your GoPad display will give you instructions. During an evacuation, the display will automatically give you a map to the off-site shelter location that your school has chosen. You can also bring up this map yourself by clicking on Evacuation. During a lockdown alarm, the display will automatically give the lockdown checklist, customized for your facility. You can also access this list yourself by touching the Lockdown button in the menu bar. If you click on Support in the menu bar, you can find answers to frequently asked questions and shorter videos showing you how to complete specific actions. Finally, Log Out will end your session after you confirm that you wish to log out. It is important for you to log out at the end of the school day so that the app can be refreshed each evening and so that personal information is not left open. At midnight, all children will return to no status for the next day. If for some reason you forget to check out a child, they will return to no status automatically. In any event, log out once per day. So those are the major features of the GoPad for your classroom. Please contact us if you have any further questions at www.gopadsecure.com. Thanks for listening.